Hello, new hunters of Monster Hunter, and welcome to Monster Hunter World. This is my first commentary for the stream. Now, I just want to clarify that this is not my first time streaming, or I have streamed for Twitch a while, but that was through my own account, my old account. I now have this account because the account that I had, I could not find or type the right password. So this is the only Twitch account that I will use. So in case you're wondering, you're reading this title, I'm going to be teaching you newcomers how to prep for Iceborne. But before I do that, I'm going to teach you guys how to fight like a hunter of the new world. Hold on. Got new options from the guild. Delete all of those. Oh. Alright. So, first up, we're going to start with the Great Sword. Now, after I teach you guys how to... Now, keep in mind, I don't know... I've not used all weapons of Monster Hunter World. I only use weapons that I know how to use. For example, the Great Sword, the Insect Glaive, the Charge Blade, which is my main, the Switch Axe, the Hammer, Dual Blades. So I don't probably know how to use all of these weapons because I'm not really good at them, even if I have used them before. So, with that being said, let's begin with the training. So first up, the Great Sword. Now, the Great Sword is your very standard heavy weapon that deals a ton of damage, but will also leave you off guard. It will leave you wide open when a monster is ready to deal massive damage. So let's start with the basic. So first up is the overhead slash. Now you may have seen the button that says charge. You can actually hold the triangle button to charge up your greatsword. It can only go up to level 3. This is a level 1 charge. And the level 2 charge looks like this. And the level 3 charge goes like this. Level 3 charge deals the most damage, but it also leaves you very vulnerable to most monsters. Now you can also do other attacks like the Rising Slash, which you can use to get your fellow hunters off of the status that impairs their movement. For example, if your hunters were to be stunned or paralyzed or sleeping, you can help them get off of that status by using the Rising Slash, but you have to go very near them. Not to mention, this is also very slow, and it doesn't really do a lot of damage. Next up is the Wide Slash. And again, doesn't really do a lot of damage. But in the old games, that's all you ever did was swing your greatsword around your monster that you are hunting. That was like this when Monster Hunter 1 came out. All you had was a level 3 charge, overhead slash, and then you had this and that, rinse and repeat. But Capcom has added some new mechanics for every weapon. Now the guard was not new. The guard was the thing that you could do with the greatsword, but it uses up a lot of stamina. I don't know about the kick. The kick doesn't really deal it doesn't really deal a lot of damage. It just deals tiny amount. Although it would be hilarious to kill a monster by simply kicking them. Now for the stronger overhead slash. So you essentially move your left stick at any direction to perform the strong charge slash. If you don't move your left stick, you're gonna end up with a side blow. So overhead slash, move your left stick in any direction, and release. And then you have the strong white slash, which deals immediate, moderate amount of damage. Stronger than the white slash. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to overcharge your slash. If you hold the triangle button for too long, it will revert back to level 2 slash. So what you want to do is hold it until you hear 3 pops. 1, 2, 3, release. Don't hold it for too long. 1, 2, 3. I held it for too long. So 1, 2, 3, hit, left stick, 1, 2, 3, boom. And then after the strong charge slash, you now have the true charge slash, which is by far the most damaging dealing attack of any weapon, because the greatsword is the most powerful weapon in the world. Well, also the hammer, but the greatsword is stronger. Let me sharpen my weapon. So sharpness. You need to make sure that you sharpen your weapon at all times, but not during a fight with a monster. You can only do that during a fight if the monster is taking a long time. That gives you a chance, but make sure you do it fast. So go back for the overhead slash, strong slash, and the true slash. Again. Now, once you enter the state of true charged slash, it goes up to level 2, even when you're not holding it. So it's really automatic. But you can actually charge it to level 3 to maximize the amount of damage. like I said, don't hold it for too long because it'll revert back to level 2. Now here's a trick. Capcom actually added a new mechanic for whenever you are left off guard and the monster is about to deal a crazy amount of damage. Here's a trick. If you just hold the charge button but you press the circle, you'll end up with this. The tackle. The tackle will not only allow you to take less damage, but you also do not get sent flying when fighting monsters. And it also saves up your sharpness. The tackle does not use any sharpness whatsoever, which is a plus for a greatsword. So now you don't really need to charge it up to level 3, especially if you don't have the time to charge it up when the monster is that close to hitting you. Boom. Now keep in mind the tackle uses up stamina. And after you tackle, you can actually perform this, the jumping wide slash. You can also do the tackle by rolling and pressing the triangle button, like this. And you can also do it while blocking. I mean, you block, you kick, and then you tackle. Now, no matter how strong the slash is, from strong to true slash, the tackle deals the same amount of damage no matter what phase you are in with the greatsword. And the jumping wide slash deals the same damage as well. There's no really change to the damage output. Here's an example. 2-on-1 damage. 2-on-1 damage. 2-on-1 damage. Now, I actually have quite the affinity, which allows me to deal more damage to the monster. Having no affinity means that you are just dealing normal damage to the monster. Now for the jumping. There's a jumping slash. That's what you were left with in the old Monster Hunter games. In Monster Hunter 4, in Monster Hunter World, however, you can charge up that greatsword mid-air. And once you end up with that, you can also perform the strong wide slash. Okay, yeah, I didn't think you would do something like that. So, you can also do the tackle by pressing circle 3 times. Wide slash, tackle, and jumping wide slash. And I think that's about it. The greatsword is very simplistic when it comes to combat, but it's very useful. Now on to the next weapon. We're gonna go for the dual blades. Dual blades are crazy in Monster Hunter. Even crazier in Monster Hunter World. First of all, the dual blades drains your stamina real quickly, and I'll get to that in a moment. But let's start with the basics. So you have the double slash. You hit triangle 2 times, you get the double slash return stroke. And then you get circle slash for your third combo. Yeah, you can't. That's the 3 combo. And lunging strike, left round slash, double. Oh, I'm sorry. Turn. Okay, so whenever you move the left stick to any direction, you can actually perform a turn slash. Yeah. Now the reason why I say the dual blades can be crazy is because of demon mode. Powerful, but it uses up your stamina real quickly unless you take a dash juice. I'll show you. Oh, by the way, you see that sword icon meter? When you fill that up, you're gonna be faster with your attack combos. And when you activate demon mode, you're gonna be running like you're an anime character going for battle. Now that doesn't really make you go faster, but how cool is that? Alright, so demon mode. Demon Fangs. 2 full demon slash. 6 full demon slash. Now the 6 full demon slash can actually leave you vulnerable because you'll be stuck in the animation and you won't have time to dodge when the monster roars or it starts to attack, etc., etc. And then you press circle during demon mode, demon flurry slash, there again, left round slash, and a double. I am out of demon mode because I have used up all my stamina, but now my attacks are enhanced. That is a demon flurry. That uses up your demon meter. Now, what happens if you don't use it? What happens if you use it without demon meter? Nothing. You don't even perform the demon flurry. And this is one of the crazy combo attacks. The blade dance. You're really gonna put your monster to the ground with this attack. Jumping double slash happens when you jump and perform an attack. If you jump off the ledge while in demon mode, you'll end up with the mid-air spinning blade dance. Now, that allows you to perform the heavenly dance the heavily blade dance, when you attach yourself, when you attach to a monster. But that only works when you attach to a monster. It doesn't work in training mode. Oh, you can also slide by pressing circle. And then once you press triangle, you'll perform the spinning blade dance finisher. Oh, and this also happens to a wall. Now, dual blades are really, really awesome to use. I love dual blades. They make you go crazy. It makes you become powerful. The only thing is, it uses up your stamina a lot. Not to mention, it also has low damage output, but the DPS is very high. Now for the hammer. This is a Devil Joe hammer. It is very, very powerful to use. Now the hammer, if you have not played Monster Hunter before, the hammer is known for stunning your monsters. And that only happens if you aim for the head. But because this is training, you can't really stun anything. So let's start with the basic. The overhead smash. 1. Overhead smash. 1, 2. And then if you press triangle 3 times, you'll perform the upswing. I call it the home run. Now, you can actually... Oh, big bang. Big bang. You only use that attack when your monster is down. You don't want to use it normally. You want to use it when your monster is down on the ground, while he or she is vulnerable. And now, you can charge up your hammer, just like you can charge up your sword, great sword. The thing is that, similar to dual blades, it uses up your stamina. This is the tier 1. Charged side blow. Tier 2. Tier 2. Or charge level 2. Upswing. Or the uppercut. I call it the uppercut. So if you press triangle 2 times, you'll perform the charge follow-up. Then if you hold it level 3, you'll end up with the big bang, the charged big bang. Now, fortunately, this does not revert to level 2. It stays at level 3 while you use up your stamina. Now, if you perform the Big Bang and you miss, you won't do Big Bang number 1. You won't do Big Bang number 2, 3, or 4. So you really have to hit the monster to finish the job. And while you are charging your hammer, you can actually store up your stamina by simply pressing circle. Power charge. That actually enhances this enhances your combo attacks and damage. The upswing becomes a brutal uppercut. The Big Bang finisher becomes the brutal Big Bang. The brutal uppercut becomes the uppercut becomes enhanced with the brutal uppercut, and then the brutal Big Bang. Oh, and by the way, if you move while it reaches level 3, you'll end up with this. The spinning bludgeon. Spinning swing. If yeah, you can't just do that multiple times. You'll lose control. So, let me teach you. Spinning side smash, and not much. The spinning follow up. And if you hit 6 times, or 5 or 6 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The spinning strong home run. Now you can actually enhance your combo attacks by power charging your hammer, but it's not much different. It's just the same combo over and over. Well, the big difference is, without powering up your hammer, you'll end up with the charged Big Bang. With the charged hammer, you will end up with the brutal Big Bang. Okay, so anyways, now there's more to the hammer. If you go up the ledge and you jump off the ledge and press triangle, you'll have the jumping smash. Oh, by the way, while you are still standing and you have not taken any hits from any monster or any hunter. And yes, I did say hunter. I'll get to that in a moment. But if you have not been hit and your hammer is still charging, good for you. Because if you do get hit, their charge will wear off. That's okay. That's okay though, because you can charge it up again. Now, once you jump off a ledge while charging your hammer, you'll end up with this. Ooh, the jumping charge attack. Now that went up to level 3 because I was holding it for long. Oops. I think I can only go up to level 1. I mean level 2. Yeah, sorry, I can't do level 1 charge attack. Oh, that reminds me. That totally reminds me. After that attack, you'll end up with this, the strong home run. Or I would call it the grand home run. Oh, and one more thing which makes the hammer no, which makes the hammer so awesome. The slide. If you hold the charge button and you slide and release, you'll perform a flip. Is that not cool? Now, the negative thing about the hammer is while it is heavy, you can't really block it. It's not really a blockable weapon, but it is lightweight, so you are given more mobility. You are given higher mobility and evasion than the greatsword. The greatsword is heavy. I mean, that's the point. I mean, it's a heavy hitter. So is a hammer. And so far, while the greatsword is powerful, the hammer actually deals more damage than the hammer. I'm sorry. The hammer deals more damage than the greatsword, which well, I'm looking at the damage output, and I mean, just because it has a higher damage output than the greatsword doesn't mean it really deals more damage. So if you jump, you'll end up with this. You don't want to do that. You want to do this. And oh, you can also do that with a wall as well. That's all there is to it with the hammer. Now let's go with the insect glaive, which was introduced in Monster Hunter 4. Now I just want to clarify that I have not played other Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter World is my only Monster Hunter game that I had ever played. So, the insect glaive, like I said, was introduced in Monster Hunter 4. This weapon allows you to deal DPS combo attacks while also using your bugs to give you some nectar from your monsters. These icons in the top left corner are not level charges. They are in fact nectars that basically increase your combo stance, combo abilities. And the bug can also give you some health. So first, let's start with the Kinsect. Now, the Kinsect is a bug. Yeah, it is basically a bug or a beetle. Oh wow! So I did not even unsheath my weapon, and I simply just did that. Now, if you are looking at the meter, that is a stamina meter for the Kinsect. If you leave it out for too long, it's gonna keep losing stamina. So you don't want that. Call it back by holding the L2 button and pressing the circle button. Now, yes, you can actually aim. Yeah, that's how you essentially activate the Kinsect. You have to aim in order to use it. Now I just got an orange nectar, which gives me more resistance to knockbacks. And it also resists me of being sent flying, which is good. This is the white fillet. This is a white filling. The white filling gives you more speed attacks. And for the red, what is the red for, you ask? Well, I'll gladly tell you what the red means for the insect glaive. The red actually, you see this? Yeah. Yeah, you need that red to deal more combo attacks. That is the red, and that is the main thing that you need for the insect glaive. Here's the difference with the combo. Yeah, see the difference? Yeah, the insect glaive is one of the best weapons that Capcom had ever put in the game. This is ridiculous. This is awesome. Now that I have shown you the difference between the combo without the red and the combo with the red, I'm now going to teach you actual. I am now going to teach you the proper combo. So this is without the red. This is your rising slash combo. After the rising slash combo, you have the reaping slash. After the reaping slash, double slash. And that's it with the triangle combo. Now for the circle. The leaping. Oh wait, that's when you move your left. Alright, don't move your left stick. Y sweep, overhead smash. Ah, I'm trying to get that sweet spot. Give me that sweet spot. There we go. A moderate amount of damage. Oh, and you can also jump. You can also leap. You just press R2 and X button at the same time. You can evade mid-air. Now keep in mind this actually uses up your stamina. So make sure you have a good amount of stamina before you do this. This is a jumping slash. Now they use a jumping slash in Monster Hunter 4 for mounting. And this is the jumping advancing slash. Now once you hit a monster, you can only vault 5 times. After the 5th one, you're back on the ground. Also, like I said, it also uses up your stamina. Now, the red and the white. This is training mode, so I don't really need yellow. Strong rising slash combo. Strong thrust. Yeah, you only perform the strong thrust when you're moving. When you're not moving, you perform this attack. Alright. Strong rising slash combo. Leaping slash, double slash. It's really more like a triple slash. Now for the circle. two combos. Strong Weep Sweep and a Tornado Slash. Now for the ultimate combo. Now, if you're too close to the monster and you're not hitting it properly, press the left stick downwards and press circle to perform the dodge slash. Up. There you go. Alright, is there any barrel that has green? Nope. Not one. Well, that's fine. Hold on. Give me a moment. Sorry, it's gonna take me a while. I'm doing something. Okay. Alright. So where was I? Alright, get the red, the orange, and the white. So now that I have the red, So what you want to do is you want to leap by pressing R2 and X. Combo, like I said, is different when you have red. Press circle. Alright, so the last hit will allow you to keep staying upwards like that. That does a lot of damage, by the way. I mean, like I said, it's DPS. Now, this allows you to do this 5 times. Like, after the 5th time, you are essentially done. You're back on the ground. So, you want to do this 4 times and press triangle. You can also evade, which keep in mind it also uses up your stamina. Hold on. The only attack that doesn't use up stamina is the triangle button. Up. Okay, red again. Come here, red. So once these feelings starts to flash, that means it's gonna wear off like that. Get to red. Jump. Ah, ropes. Let me do my thing, ropes. Yeah, with the red you'll end up like this. The strong jumping slash. Without the red, you'll just end up with the regular jumping slash. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. When sliding. Okay, wow, that's cool. I want to do that again. Now this uses up stamina despite not having leaped. Let's try doing it with the Kingsec. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to work like that. Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing if you're on the wall or if you jump off the slide. So yeah, overall, Insect Wave, awesome. It has very nice DPS, kind of like Dual Blades, but Dual Blades have very high DPS. So let's head on to Switch Axe, which is by far one of my favorite weapons to use. While powerful as it is, similar to a greatsword, it can also leave you off guard. It can also leave you wide open. So this weapon is a technical weapon. It comes in 2 forms. This is the axe form, which offers you some evasion and mobility. It does not give you the ability to block though. And this is a sword morph. This is sword mode. While powerful, it hinders your mobility. But here's the kicker. With sword mode, in sword mode, you actually cut through anything, no matter what sharpness you have. So you'll get to spam this as many times as you want. Keep in mind, however, that the sword mode has a meter. So if it goes to purple, you're gonna have to reload, and that's something that you don't want to do. And I'll explain later once I get to the point. But for now, let's start with Axe Morph. And like I said, if you haven't been catching up, this is preparation before Iceborne comes out. And when Iceborne comes out, and I start to catch up with things, I will teach you how to use these weapons that have upgraded, because there will be upgrades when Iceborne comes out. Ow. So, standard attack. Side slash. Hit it 2 times. Rising slash. Now you can actually do the rising slash by pressing triangle and circle simultaneously. Now this is actually quite useful to send your hunters flying if they're in a status. Or if you want to fool around with them, that is. After, if you're doing an expedition or if you're done with a quest. Ow. So, side slash, rising slash, overhead slash. Now if you do this while moving, you'll get a 4 combo attack. Forward slash. Rinse and repeat. You know, in axe mode it actually deals a decent amount of damage. It's kind of slow, but with sword mode it offers greater offense and DPS. Now, if you press circle multiple times, you will perform the wild swing. It deals a lot of damage per hit. It deals moderate damage per hit, which is actually a lot. Problem is, it uses up your stamina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry about that. So anyways, as you move, you're gonna... Hold on. Alright, get this out of the way. If you move, and you press circle, you'll perform the forward slash. Same with the triangle. It's not much difference, no matter what button you press. Just don't press them simultaneously, because you'll do the rising slash by accident. So, hold on. Now, once you press R2, you'll perform the morph sweep, which brings you to sword mode, dealing lots of damage. Look at that sweet damage. That's a lot of damage coming from an axe morph. Now, since I am in sword mode, and since I already... Now, in sword mode, your gauge will not recover. So in order to recover your gauge for the sword, you need to get off of the sword morph. So, let's start with a triangle combo. Overhead slash. Press 2 times. Right rising slash. Left rising slash. Up, it turned purple. Now here's the kicker. If you press morph and it's purple, you will start to reload. You don't want to do that. That is an amateur move. Because you'll be left wide open, giving the monster the opportunity to attack you. So what you want to do after attacking, or as you roll, press R2 to go back to axe mode and recover some of your gauge, like this. Now I'm gonna wait till my gauge recovers. And as I'm waiting, I'm gonna sharpen my weapon. Okay, now for circle button. Double slash. You're gonna want to be doing that. Oh, and by the way, you see that highlighting thing? Yeah, you'll be dealing extra damage once it fills up. There we go. That's the file. That's the file. That's extra damage right there. You're gonna be spamming this multiple times. Multiple times until you get that right gauge. Okay, that's enough. Now let's head back to sword mode. So I can deal this powerful attack. The element discharge. You can also do this while sleep bombing. Now you can actually stop doing this by stop pressing the triangle button multiple times. However, if your weapon is filled up, you're gonna be dealing the zero element discharge. I think this is what it's called. Okay, so because this is training mode, it's not gonna work, so I have to do this while fighting a monster. It's late. I really should have done this earlier, but I had to like to go to a restaurant with my families, and I got a little lazy and waited. So I decided to do it at this time. It's night. It's late, but I'm not gonna stop doing this. So after I'm done doing the tutorials of what I know about some weapons, I'm gonna do the heavenly blade on monsters so that you'll know what I'm talking about, and the special attack with the switch axe once you fill up the switch axe with lots and lots of powers. Now, next up is longsword, which everyone loves to use. Now, first of all, the reason why people use a longsword is because of this move, the foresight slash. This is a counterattack. This is not really a normal weapon. This is a counterattack. I'm sorry. This is not a normal attack. This is a counterattack. So don't use this regularly. Use this for situational moments. This will save you, and this will save your life on every attack a monster deals to you. Just make sure you don't do it too early, because otherwise, it's not gonna work. And sometimes when you do it too early, it's gonna work, but you're gonna take some damage, but you won't be sent flying most of the time. Now let's go over the basics. Overhead slash, oh, the step slash. Now I did not even move, and yeah, this happens. Overhead slash. Now there is an unlimited combo of this one. Yeah, I don't know about you, it's not going to really help a lot with the longsword. Now, because I have attacked with the longsword multiple times, you see that meter? That is the meter for the longsword. Spirit attacks. So, press R2. Alright, I'm getting way too ahead, so let's slow it down. So, pressing R2 once will give you rank 1 of Spirit Blade. You need more gauge to perform more of these combo attacks, because otherwise it won't work. Fade Slash. Use this to gain more distance. Oh, by the way, the Foresight Slash actually uses up your stamina. So be careful when using this. Because if you don't have enough stamina for the Foresight Slash, you won't even do the Foresight Slash. Oh, and it also uses up all of your gauge filled up. So you're gonna have to hit the monster multiple times again. I press R2 2 times after the Spirit Blade 1, and yeah, you have to fill your gauge up. You don't have to fill it up all the way, just fill it up enough. So, 1, 2, 3, and last one, the Spirit Round Slash. This buffs up your sword, which allows you to deal more damage and perform a finisher called the Helm Breaker, and I'll get to that in a moment. So, same thing, rinse and repeat. So, it goes from clear to yellow to red. The red deals the most damage. And now, for the grand finale, Spirit Thrust. If you miss, you won't do the thing. The Spirit Helm Breaker. Now once you successfully perform the Spirit Helm Breaker, the gauge will automatically fill up, but for a short amount of time. Now, for jumping and wall jumps. Yeah, that's what happens when you jump. What happens when you slide? You're gonna end up with this attack. Yeah, that's about it with the longsword. That's about it with the longsword. Now, ranged weapons. I don't want to do ranged weapons. I think you can figure it out. If not, let me know. Sword and shield. I'm not good with the sword and shield. the charge blade. So earlier I said the charge blade is my main. It is my favorite weapon to use. First of all, it gives you mobility, evasion, and it also gives you the ability to block. And it is also a technical. I think it's called a technician. It is a technician weapon, which it has two morphs: sword mode, which gives you a sword and a shield, which is also your weapon, and axe morph. Now, axe morph gives you more power, but it hinders your mobility and evasion. So, let's start with the weak slash. Boom. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, you see these files up there? Now, originally, this is supposed to say 5, but the reason why I have 6 is because I have this skill called the magazine, or the capacity set, which essentially gives me 1 extra file. Anyways, weak slash 2 times, return stroke 3 times, and spinning slash. Now these are actually weak. They are so weak that that you will get knocked out by a hunter and a monster. Knockbacks. Some attacks that you perform won't be enough to resist a knockback, so you're going to need to perform a stronger attack, which is why you have the charged rising slash. Now, don't just simply press circle and perform that. Charge that baby up to perform the double slash. Now, this is actually going to be useful when fighting monsters. Because that bad Eddie fills up files fast. You see that icon? Now it says red, which fills up all your files. Now yellow fills up 3. Red fills up all. After the training room, I'm gonna like show you the. I'm just gonna do some hunts and introduce you to some monsters that you newcomers have not seen in World, because you haven't played World, and that's fine because you guys are still learning. Let me give you a clarification. Monster Hunter is known for being difficult and ridiculously unfair. Back in the old games of Monster Hunter, there were so much crappy hitboxes that it was ridiculous. There is this one monster who was like infamous for ridiculous hitboxes, and his they call it the hip check, which this monster has very, very powerful hips. They are so powerful they will send you flying, and they deal a crap ton of damage. Anyways, with that being said, let's continue on. So, stored up file. And what happens if we keep attacking? Well, let's see. Oh no, my sword has overheated. That's a problem. That's a problem for a charge blade. Now you might now you might say that it's not good for a weapon. That's your personal thing, but okay, look. Charge Blade for people who use it the first time is not. It's not really simple to use. It's very complex. It's not your standard sword and shield. It's. I mean, it does retain the sword and shield, but it's very special. It's a technician weapon. Now, because my sword is overheated, there is deflection. No matter what I do, my sword will keep bouncing off. My axe, however, will not bounce off. What can you do? Well, you can store the file into your shield by holding the block button and charge. Now, if you just do it and you have no files to store, you'll end up with this. But you can actually do an attack like this. This is more effective if you give the shield some potential energy. Okay, so let's do this again. Yellow. So this is for the basic. This is Axe Morph. You press R2 and triangle to get into Axe Morph. Now, in Axe Morph, you release the files to your monsters to deal extra damage. But you can also deal normal damage without the files. Here is the attack. Move forward. The dash slam, the rising slash, the overhead slash, rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, you're not going to keep doing that over and over. Oh, let me tell you that. Now to deal some extra damage. So, press circle to perform the element discharge. 1. You just released a file. 1, 2. The second ring, it actually deals 2 hits to the monster, giving it more damage. And then the imp armor discharge. Now you can actually perform this by getting into this posture and pressing circle. And yes, it was like this in Monster Hunter 4, in case you're wondering. Oh, and you can also automatically get into the element discharge super quick. Just press this, and boom. Now the sword thrust. Now you can actually press this button. You can actually press the triangle and circle button 2 times. 1 time gives you the forward slash. Oh, by the way, when you attack and you do a sidestep, I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, you'll just continuously do this. And if you press circle after attacking with any attack, you press down, you press sideways, you go upwards, you'll just do a slide. You know, I'm actually gonna just take a break after the Charge Blade one. You don't need to hear that. I mean, it's getting late. I like I play Monster Hunter a lot, but I don't really feel like playing it too many times. Like look, at end game for high rank, it gets it gets boring. But Capcom is doing something different for Monster Hunter World when the expansion comes out. Hopefully, it's not going to be as boring. So, anyways, get back to axe mode and press triangle and circle simultaneously to perform the amped element discharge. Now here's a tip. You've just essentially stored up all your files into the shield and powered your shield up. Your shield is now more powerful. Now, shield is not only powerful for offense, but it also increases defense as well. So here, you can also charge up your sword as well, and that's gonna come from your shield. So hold guard, which is R2, charge up files, and hold triangle and release. Now, you saw that, right? That's actually more powerful. Let's try that again. So, let me. So, okay. 1, 2, release. One more time. 1, 2, release. Now, what you don't want to do is hold it for too long, because you'll be doing this. Now, with the shield being powered up, it actually deals more damage in Axe Morph. 1, 2. Now back up, because this attack, while powerful, you can actually risk missing the monster. So be careful, because this will be a wasted opportunity if you miss. The Super Amped Element Discharge. Stronger than your normal Amped Element Discharge. Now, the thing is, now Monster Hunter World, okay, let me give you a history with Charge Blades. Back in Monster Hunter 4, there was the Amped Element Discharge and the Super Amped Element Discharge. With the Super Amped Element Discharge back in Monster Hunter 4, you could not spam it. After you use it, the power up is gone. You have to get all the files again and store up your shield again. Which reminds me, I need to store it up because it's already wearing off. Now in Monster Hunter World, you can use it as many times as you want, and that is basically just spamming, which makes the game too easy to kill monsters. You want to be smart, not spam. Now, for the Super Amped Element Discharge, you're going to be releasing all your files, which is going to deal extra damage. Demonstration. That's a lot of damage. You can actually change directions a bit. Now, when you store files, make sure you do it before battle of the monster that you're hunting, because you want to come prepared. Now there are two types of files. There's a power element file and the impact file. The charge blade that I'm using is it contains the impact file. Now, here's a difference. With the impact file, you are given the ability. The impact file stuns your monsters. Like, it stuns your monsters a lot. If you have the slugger, if you have the slugger, you're gonna be dealing a lot of stunning chance. With the power element discharge, it doesn't really do anything much other than increase the damage. So I wouldn't recommend using charge blades with power element discharge. Now that's a similar thing with switch axes as well. Now let's go onto the wall. So press triangle and square simultaneously to do this. Oh, sorry, gotta get close. You end up with the jumping slash, or you can do this again, but press R2 for this. Same thing with jumping off walls. What about sliding? Wait. There we go. And what about the axe mode? Yeah, you just essentially equip your weapon. Nothing more, nothing less. Is there anything? I think that's all to it. Like I said, I am I'm not like gonna teach you every weapon. Not to mention this, I'm getting tired. I'll do another stream of Monster Hunter tomorrow, and hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow. Oh, but by the way, make sure you watch my past broadcast, as it's not gonna last forever. So make sure you save it. Keep in mind, I'm still new. I'm still amateur, so please go a little easy on me. Oh, great. Spammer. He's doing it to create some attention. Can I report this guy? I like to have him reported. Okay, now it's really not that relevant. This. Let's turn that off. Alright, see you guys tomorrow on the next stream of Monster Hunter World. Out. Next stream is going to be hunting monsters. I'm going to introduce you newcomers to monsters that you will be facing. Sayonara. Oh, and happy hunting!